Hey my friends, and welcome back to another episode of the Year of Cooking Canuck. I want to thank you all once again for spending a part of your day with me. It really does mean a lot, and I hope you're all well. Guys, on today's segment of Memories of Macedonia, I want to show you another uviijači recipe. In the past, I showed you the piache uviijači, which was basically a cheese-stuffed chicken wrapped in bacon, which was grilled. Now today, I want to show you SVINSKI UVIIJAČI. SVINSKI is pork. Now, although the concept is quite similar, obviously what goes into this recipe is very different than the chicken one, and you'll see why. Guys, this is a traditional recipe that Macedonians love to have on the Skara or barbecue, or you can do this indoors as well. So guys, without further ado, let's get in the kitchen and make beautiful Macedonian SVINSKI UVIIJAČI. Ajde! Hey guys, welcome to the kitchen countertop. As usual, all of the amounts and the ingredients I'm using today will be below. Hit show more. Alright guys, so in my bowl here I have my ground pork. I asked my butcher for a rough ground. I don't want it to be a fine ground. Why? Because it will turn out to be like paste. So I want a little bit of texture in there. So what I've gone ahead and done is I've minced one onion, and I'm going to put about half into our mince mixture here. And then what I have here is some roughly chopped fresh parsley. Give it one more once over here. And we're going to chop it once, use it twice. So again, I want about half or so into our mince mixture. A little bit more maybe. There we go. Alright, and I'm going to set this aside for now. What we want to do, guys, is we want to season in layers. So I'm going to go ahead with a little bit of pink Himalayan sea salt. Good old squeaky here. This is your only time to season this part of the recipe, because we're going to be stuffing this into pork. Now, as far as your ground mince goes, you can use a pork beef mixture if that's what you like. I have a little bit of finca or Vegeta. Just go sparingly with it, as it is a bit salty. But there's vegetables and they're all dehydrated. It's very nice spice. Okay, just a bit. Then I have sirun biber, red pepper or paprika. This is not a really spicy one, but you can use what you like, guys. A smoked paprika would be absolutely nice in here too, but I'm not adding it. Reason being is we're wrapping this in bacon, guys. And then I want some freshly ground black pepper. I'm down to the last little bit here. I gotta grind some more. Alright, then using very clean hands, give this a mix. It's already smelling great. If you would like, you can also add some garlic granules to this. I'm not crazy about raw garlic in here because it's not going to have a chance to brown and get lovely and colorful and tasty. Okay, so I'm going to mix this up, set it aside, or put it in the fridge, and I'll show you what I do next. Alright guys, we're going to move on to the next step of our SVINSKI UVIIJAČI. What I have here was a pork loin, and I had my butcher cut them, but then not all the way through, so he butterflied it. You can do this at home, or you can ask your butcher to do it. It's much easier, obviously. So with your trusty old mallet, don't use the ripped, ridgy part, use the flat end. You're going to want to pound, especially that seam where it might be thicker. Pound out and away, firmly but gently. Now, as you can see, if yours happens to curl like mine, it's the fat cap. You can give it a couple of slits. You can remove that altogether, but guys, pork loin is so lean, it needs a bit of fat for flavor, all right? So I'm going to continue. And you see straight away that helps. A bit more here. Might have spoken too soon. There we go. The object, guys, is to get it even and flat. You can already see the size and the difference. It's almost doubled in size. Alright, so I'm going to stop because it's hard not to. Alright guys, the next step is to get a good Dijon mustard. I'm using good old French's, but get a good Dijon mustard, guys. And you don't want a lot, maybe a half a teaspoon if that. You're going to spread this on the pork. A lot of people might not think that Macedonians use scent for mustard in our cooking, and we do. It's actually a lot of pastries too. But they may put something like a hot dog in, like pigs in a blanket kind of thing. All right, that's in. Then again with a little bit of Vegeta, minced, a mixed spice as we say. It could be Vegeta, but again, guys, please don't go heavy-handed on it. It's salty. Then, if you like, you can add a little bit more paprika. Okay, simple. All right, so everything here is now spiced up. I'm gonna go in the fridge and reach for my pork. So you're gonna take a small amount and you're gonna lay it on one side pretty much. And spread it out, not all the way to the end. You don't need a lot, guys. Alright? Then what I have here is slices of kashkaval cheese. And you're going to lay your kashkaval, depending on how you cut it, how many pieces that you may or may not need, okay? So I'm just going to put in one, because it's covering. Just get coverage, guys. And then you're simply going to top with the rest of your mince. Okay, now you would be working with this facing you. It's a little difficult for me because I'm wanting to show you guys how this is done. And then get your mallet. Beat down the ends and fold them up. I'm not really showing you because my hand's in the way, okay? And then you're going to roll this. See if I can do it from this angle. You're going to roll this to make a nice roulade or little package, like so. Guys, it's not fussy, it's not hard or difficult. If you're doing this at home, like I said, you're going to be in control. Alright, so I'm going to continue with all of these, and I'll bring you back and show you what I do with them next. Back real quick to show you how you would probably do this at home. So I've seasoned everything the way we've done this one. The mustard, the seasonings, the mix, the ground pork, the cheese, and more ground pork on top. I pounded out the sides a bit so I can fold them over like little flaps. And then if you find it too thick, you can pound that as well. And then we're simply going to roll like a cabbage roll, burrito. All right, easy peasy. All right, guys. So our SVINSKI UVIIJAČI has all been rolled and stuffed. So what I have here are some rashers of bacon, and I'm gonna lay these out to do pretty much coverage of your roll. It doesn't have to be all the way to the ends, but you want pretty good coverage, okay? So overlapping them slightly, lay them out. That will, you figure, will be enough to cover your roll, as you can see here, okay? Doesn't matter if you have excess or not enough, don't worry about it. Get your knife and then just flick these up. And it's always good to lay these seam side down so the bacon seals it completely. There's not a seam, okay, if that makes any sense. Alright, so this will now become the bottom, okay? That is now the top. Alright, so I'm going to just continue with the rest of these guys. What I'm going to do then, guys, is I'm going to wrap these and put them in the fridge because they need to chill out for a bit, just to firm up. Alright, and then we'll go ahead and cook them. Before you cook them, take them out about 20 minutes beforehand. You should never cook cold meat on the grill or on the pan. Okay, so I'm going to continue wrapping these. With this one, guys, just want to show you maybe another technique that might be easier for you. And roll. In the fridge they go. Alright, guys, so while our meat is chilling out in the fridge, I've gone ahead and started to prep another element of this recipe. What I have here are some fresh mushrooms, and I've washed them. Yes, guys, wash them. You know what I always tell you about mushrooms. And what I'm going to simply do is cut the stems off, or the very bottom of the stem, the woodsy part, and I'm going to just cut into slices. Okay, don't worry about it if they're not perfect. They don't look like perfect slices. You can also do it this way. Okay, just chop them up. It looks like a lot of mushrooms to start with, guys, but as you all know, mushrooms do really shrink when they cook. And every time I get mushrooms, I always think, oh, I should have got more. They're not cheap, but they are so good for you. I can eat these raw. Alright. Mushrooms are chopped up. We'll set these aside until we need them. Hey guys, welcome to the barbecue. Now you certainly don't have to have a barbecue to do this. You can do this on a grill pan indoors or even a frying pan. So guys, what I've gone ahead and done is place our UVIIJAČI on a medium-low heat, and what I'm looking for is a little bit of a char. The UVIIJAČI are seam side down to seal them, and I'm looking for a little bit of a char. They're not going to cook all the way through, and once they're almost there, I'll show you what I do then. Alright guys, let's check on our UVIIJAČI here. They're starting to really smell good. As I said, we're looking for a bit of a char and the ends to seal. So I'm going to turn this over now. And I'm going to let the other side get a bit of a char, and I'll bring you back. Alright guys, UVIIJAČI is looking fantastic. I'm going to give them another flip now. Back over to the bottom side. Look at that, guys. You should smell this. This smells like the open grills at Sveti Naum. It smells like the little pop-up restaurants along the lakeshore in Ohrid. It smells like the little cafes and restaurants in the cobblestone streets of Old Town Skopje. Guys, it's wonderful. Our uviiachi is almost done, guys. And what I'm going to do then is I'm going to set them aside to rest. I'll show you what I mean in just a minute. So guys, our uviiachi are looking and smelling fantastic. I've turned this side of the grill off. What I'm going to do is place these on the upper rack and cook in indirect heat now. I'll leave this side on very low. If you don't have an upper rack, just move them to this side of the grill. If you're using charcoal, simply push the charcoal to one side of the grill. Okay, so these are almost done, guys, and then I'll take them in and we'll move on with the rest of the recipe. Hey guys, now welcome to the stove top. In my pan, which is on a medium-high heat, I have some excellent quality virgin olive oil. This is where you want to use some good olive oil for flavor. So I added the reserved onion and parsley. I'm letting them go just a little bit before I go ahead and add the mushrooms that we've chopped up earlier. Add in the mushrooms and don't fuss with them, guys. Stir them in good, but then leave them and don't fuss with them. And I'll show you what's next. Now that the onions have reduced a little bit, go ahead and season with a little bit of Vegeta, because we haven't seasoned this as of yet. Minced garlic, and stir. Once the garlic is aromatic, we don't want to overcook the mushrooms at this point. They'll start exuding their own liquid. Go ahead and add, optionally, some hot chili flake. About another teaspoon or so of Dijon mustard. And some vino, white wine. Mix well. So guys, once the sauce has reduced a little bit, go ahead and turn it down to low and add on top your uviiachi. Cover and continue to cook for about another 10 to 15 minutes and we'll plate up. Hey guys, our SVINSKI UVIIJAČI is all done. I can't even shut the door. I can't even tell you how good it smells in this place. I've cut one open. I've taken a few pics, so it's probably gotten a little cooler, but let me go ahead and cut myself a piece. I'm always at an awkward angle, guys, here, so bear with me. Oh my God. Oh my. Wow. The mint is moist. Why? Because it was a rough grain. It wasn't like a small mint. There's cheese with bacon wrapped around it. Let's try this mushroom. Oh, so complimentary, guys. This is truly and honestly a memory of Macedonia. It tastes so like my memories of this dish. Guys, just look at that. It's a thing of beauty. I want to thank you so much for sticking in this video. Please comment down below. I love all your comments. Follow me on social media. Guys, there'll be a few pics to follow. Please like, please share. I want to welcome all my new subs. Thank you so much. Guys, until we meet again, be good to yourself and to each other. Hvala mnogo, ajde prijetno, ajde čao.